In the past 6 months, we've had a few clients and parents of clients who have seemed to mentally decline in a pretty short amount of time. They had a handle on their financial things, but then over a month or so, they started to let things slip. So in this video, I want to give you a few questions to think about asking your elderly parents, or if you're in your 70s and 80s, they could be good questions to answer for your heirs. But first, I'm Dave Zoller and I run Streamline Financial with my business partner, Tim. And we created this channel to share some helpful retirement advice with you. So if you like retirement specific videos, then consider subscribing. On to the first question to ask, and that's, do you keep a list of all your accounts on file? Ask them where that list is. If they don't have it, then it's a good idea to compile it and make sure that the people who are listed as designated beneficiaries are also included on that list. For example, if there's any individual retirement accounts and other assets that may go to the children, save this information in a secure spot. And if you have a financial advisor, if they do, request that they maintain that contact information for the person on the list as well. Some clients give their most financially minded kids an updated list once per year. And sometimes we'll even meet with the adult children in the meetings with our clients, with our elderly clients, so that they are in the know and they just are in the loop of everything that's going on. That's important because it helps them understand that their parents have a plan, as well as if their parent becomes ill and can't make decisions on their behalf, they know what to do next. The next question to ask is, do you have a plan and is it going to be enough? Find out whether your parents have a financial plan and a financial advisor. If you have a financial plan of your own, then telling them about it could be an excellent approach to finding out what they've got in place for themselves. Some parents will have a well thought out financial strategy that's going to allow them to live comfortably into their late 90s or longer. Or you may discover that they're living on a strict budget and that money's more scarce for them. If it's a parent that you're gonna need to assist in their financial future, then maybe start planning now, because this could have a really big impact on your own plan. The next question is, where's your will and who's the executor? It's important to understand whether you might have a part in the estate plan and what it entails. Many of our clients name their children as executors of their estates or trustees of their trust and wills. So find out where your parents store their wills and estate paperwork, and which attorney has the most recent copy. Although most estate planning attorneys maintain an original copy on file, we encountered a few cases where no one could actually find the most recent update after a parent passed away. If your parents are among those who do not have a will, you should really encourage them to engage in this with an estate planning attorney and then assist in putting one in place. Or you may even offer to pay for it to be done, because unwinding an estate without paperwork is a lot more expensive and time consuming than probably what it might cost for an attorney to draft up a will or a trust. The next question is there any life insurance I should know about? Since these statements sometimes come less frequently than other brokerage or IRA statements, they're often forgotten about, or they're not included in the most recent updates, especially if it's a small amount. Another question to ask is, are there any special bequests to family or friends? To honor mom and dad, they might have a special keepsake or heirloom that they wanted to pass along to someone specific. And if there's a treasured item from the children or cousins, having it clear from mom and dad to where it should go is an easy way to have less disagreements after they pass away. The next few questions are important ones to have clarity on, and that's just, who's the financial power of attorney? Those are the legal documents that name a primary and secondary person to make financial decisions on their behalf if they become incapacitated. And then same question for medical POA. That's just making sure that their wishes are clear on what they'd like to do if they become terminally ill or incapacitated, and who's going to be helping make those decisions. Another question is about long-term care. Long-term care can be pretty expensive, and it might be uncomfortable to bring this up, but it'll probably give you both peace of mind knowing exactly what to expect out of all these possible situations that could happen. And the next question could be a sensitive one as well, because no one wants to admit that they're making mistakes, but it's just finding out if they're on top of their bills and their banking, checking and all of that. Questions to ask could be, have you missed any bills or had any issues with the bank balance lately? Sometimes it's a slow decline, and missing some bills or not balancing the checkbook could be a sign. So I hope these questions were helpful as you're thinking about your parents, because I know you love them and you want what's best for them. It could be a good idea to pick a few of these questions and maybe bring it up the next time you talk. If this was helpful, please like the video and subscribe so that I'll see you in the next one. Take care.